Alright, hello again guys. As you may have seen from the last video, I'm not including a title screen, Rogue Love introduction to these, because to do that I have to run it through my editing software, and doing so actually downscales the video a bit and just makes it look a little more blurry. Compound that with the fact that when you upload it to YouTube it gets blurrier yet, it just creates a bit of a problem. So we're just going to put these up as is. You may notice some mouse contrailing up in the top right corner occasionally. That's because the window I'm recording is 1024 by 768 and I'm outputting to 1920 by 1080. So whenever the mouse is outside the window, sometimes you'll see it leave behind a messy mouse trail. You'll also notice a bit of a line at the bottom and the right of the video. That's just a function of recording a 1024 by 768 screen. Not actually included in the game. I've also changed some of my OBS Studio settings here to see if we can get a sharper image yet. I have no idea how this will go, if it'll be too big of a file, but we're going to find out the hard way. Let's dive into the game now. Load back our last game. We were back to level 6 as I recall. Did make a slight mistake. We were running away from some fire and some lava and that kind of stuff that was spreading. We did have time though. I should have cast create mundane item repeatedly before I went up that beanstalk, because we get all our magic points back as soon as we get here. We could have cast it like 8 times and it would have been useful. You'll notice we have less spell points now than we did below. We have 81 now versus 87 when we came up. That's because we've gone further away from Zaskazian and therefore have lost some magic associated with being close to him. Okay, let's try and let me just move this around a bit. Move this somewhere where I can see it good. Okay. Put this on him. Okay. You'll also notice the mouse, if you park it directly on your guy, it turns into a little ring. It just helps to it reminds you to keep it centered so you can look at whatever's underneath your character. We don't need any more gold right now. I'm going to turn up the volume in my ears a bit. I've also turned up the volume in-game, although I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know if the game's recording the audio from that or if it's recording it from my earphones or what. If the OBS Studios is recording it properly, because I cranked the volume a bit before and it didn't seem to make much of a difference. Hopefully it won't be too loud this time, but we'll keep adjusting it as we go. Not going to use this yet, so we can get our repair skill even higher. Ah, nice little area of gems and pools. Let's grab this. Sometimes rooms or areas in caves have themes. I think this is called a crystal cave or something theme. Prayer of Reformation, what's that do? God, I've hurt my leg somehow. I'm not sure how, and it's killing me right now. Why can I not, there we go. To fit for your asking prayer, 94% chance. Spell opens a repair screen. Left clicking, yeah, might as well use it right now. Let's pick it up. Let's drop Y inflammable for a second. Let's pick up by passing our turn. Yes, we get this back. Pick up Prayer of Reformation. Let's use it. No, we do not want to retrieve things. And okay, left click a weapon or armor to repair it by 5% to 25%. I mean, I'm assuming we have something to repair. Yeah, the spear would be great. The hide helm is even more important. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Yes, let's pick back up the Y Inflammable book. Alright, because we learned cartography, these things now have an effect. Not as good of an effect as they would have if we got our cartography higher, but what the hell. You found a treasure map revealing 2 treasures. So essentially 2 chests, gold, and gem squares have been added to the map because we found this treasure map. Cool beans. I don't know if it actually shows you... Yeah, it does, and it also reveals to you where they are. It's exactly like casting... kind of like casting to detect treasure. Not exactly, obviously. Alright. Oh, that's what's wrong. My screen's kind of at a weird location. There we go. Like, literally, the monitor was too low. It's like, why is this hurting my neck to look at? Okay. We killed a goblin, and it popped back to life as a zombie. What that probably indicates is there is a glyph of undeath somewhere on this map. If any monster or myself steps in that glyph, it will destroy it. But until then, every time I kill a non-undead monster, it'll come back as a zombie. I don't mind that right now. Actually, it might be slightly useful because I can kill it for experience. Zombie's not a real threat to me. Not at this stage in the game. More fur armor. Ours is at 84. What is this one at? 89. So come back. I hopefully will remember to come back for that this next time so we can get it. Here was the glyph of undeath. Something else already broke it. So unless there's a second one somewhere on the level, that's the only zombie that's going to pop up. Fur cap is going to be better than our hide helm we just repaired. Let's drop the hide helm. Hide helm gave us 6 defense. This gives us 8. can see a rope bridge across this lava. Kind of like the crumbling floor. The more inventory items you're carrying, the greater the chance you're going to break that thing when you try to cross. So we're not going to go across it right now if we can avoid it. We will if we have to, of course. Barricaded heavy door. Fucking pit trap I didn't see. Sorry. Just getting my workspace organized. It was not so. Some more gems here. Got lots of them. That is a giant spitting rat. So it's a giant rat with distance strike. Worth a little bit more experience than normal rats. There's another rust monster. Let's take off our armor again. Don't want to risk anything getting busted here. There we go. There's our goddess's shrine, but again, we don't need her gift right now, and although it would probably make her happy if we prayed there, if she gets angry, we're just going to get hurt badly, so I'm not going to do it right now. Relation shrine, she's a goddess named Ralish the Mystic. We could gain all of our spell points back if we succeeded. We don't need that right now. Incidentally, I did fix a few things in between. I don't know if you noticed the version number went up a bit. There was three typos or so. That fact that it said when we used Grace, it said we got back 1 spell points. It would have done the same thing for another perk as well. I forget what it's called. Exalted, I think it's called. There was that missing word damage when we first got the Scalecraft perk. I also saw when we got the Fire with Fire perk, the word its should have had an apostrophe. It didn't. Believe it or not, those count as bug fixes from each one of those fixes. Gave us a plus 0.01 increase to the version number. I did check the open locks thing for the cages. That was already working right. It was already done. It would have worked if we'd have cast it. Would have gotten us out of the cage. If it had gone off properly, the spell had gone off properly. There's a giant frog in the water. My shitty swimming, I don't know if I want to go in there, especially with these rapids here. They can't come out of the water. As long as I don't go in, I don't have to fight them. I wouldn't mind fighting them for the experience, but I don't feel like drowning. Let's see what's in the trophy case. A bloodstone necklace, a heavy silver chain collar. We have more... Let's see what value these things are. We have more trinkets here. Worth 155 and worth 310 for a 2-pointer. 155 for a 1-pointer. Let's definitely drop the gold earring. Yeah. In favor of the bloodstone necklace, worth a little bit more. Might be it right now. We need the rest of this stuff, I think. Could drop the Wicker Shield of Relief. We're probably not going to use it. Let's go ahead. Let's drop it. We'd have to drop something else, of course. Could drop the main gauche as well. Yeah, sure. Let's take the heavy silver chain collar. Hopefully we meet a smuggler soon, man. We're carrying a lot of treasure, and we have no way to sell it right now. I think we have to break down that door if we want to move on. Either that or cross, swimming in the lava. I don't feel like swimming in the lava. Swimming skill is what determines whether or not you drift in lava, by the way. It won't prevent you from getting burnt, obviously. That's fire resistance that'll prevent that. So we're trying to bash this down. We have a 27% chance of doing so, based on our strength. Every time we fail, we're going to take 1 damage. There we go. You hear a lesser demon out here somewhere. We'll cast open locks maybe on that thing in a second. Fuck, this is smoke we got to go through. It probably means the lava is also on the other side of this. What's this? There's a secret compartment there. Hold monster spell look we don't need. Let's try and open the secret compartment. Have we found the temple yet? We're carrying a lot of gold. Damn it. I have a feeling this is going to be a bad move. The problem is when you're in smoke, or as you'll see right here, you can see it when we look at it. Smoke completely blocks line of sight even from within it, i.e. you can't see out. So if we step in that square, we can't see what's beyond it. If we move to our left and it's lava, as it is. I'm burning a bit. Oh, shit. So as we can see here, the temple is surrounded by lava. We're going to have to burn this shit out if we want to have access to this. So I guess we're going to use our extinguish spell. There. I'll get rid of some more here. I'm going to go 1 square down, even though it means going into the smoke and inhaling it. Let's cast it right here to get rid of 3 of these smokes, or 3 of these lavas. How do I do this? Extinguish. Alright. Let's get out of the smoke. Now at least we have a way to get to and from this this thing. Here's a lesser demon. Has a chance of driving us insane if it hits us. Has a bit of magic resistance, as all diabolics do now. Alright, let's go and gather all the gold and bring it to the temple. I haven't seen any merchants. Alright, let's go ahead and open that. Oh, we found something. Dragon Claw Necklace. What is that? A mid-power magic item. Unfortunately, we're never going to be able to use it. But if we could, as long as the Dragon Claw Necklace remains in your inventory and your magic item skill is at least advanced, you gain plus 60 to hit versus Wyrms. We can't do that, unfortunately. As a Dragon Slayer, they may never gain advanced magic item use. We'll never be able to use it. We could pick it up to sell, but I mean, is it worth more than my trinkets? No. It's worth 20 gold pieces. So much for that. The one magic item we do have, the Horn of Ferret, we can't even use yet because we haven't even learned basic magic item use. There we go, leveled up. New racial perk, Lestaviarch's People. This perk lets you automatically recheck for success when you anger Lestaviarch while praying at his shrine. So if we pray at his shrine and we fail, then we get the bad result, it'll roll a second time, and only if we fail a second time will it count as a bad result. Let's put our strength right up to 90. So we're eligible now to get all of our to get expert level warrior skills should we want it. I'm going to take repair right now. We still have a few points left to give out. Let's put those into intelligence. And let's go get some more gold. Just right-clicking the screen to center the screen on my cursor, if you're wondering how I'm making the screen move around. Let's go through the smoke and get this. Alright, we held our breath as we went through the smoke. We didn't get hurt. Just good. Any more treasure out here? We could open this. Again, I don't really want to piss off Fimorius right now. Let's use the forge. 50. Whatever's lowest we'll fix. That'd be the spear. 75. Use it again. Okay, it's back to 100%. For armor. And then we broke the forge. With advanced repairs, you can see we got a lot more out of it. We could dive into here and see what we can find in here, but I don't feel like dealing with the possibility of getting diseased or any of that crap either. I'm going to suggest we go to this thing and unlock it. A locked golden safe. This square gives you the option of trying to pick the golden safe's lock, provided your lockpicking skills at least basic. Ours is not, but we'll go do it. And we'll see what we can find inside. Been here a while. We're going to get out of here soon. But not yet. Open locks. I don't have enough spell points, damn it. Alright, let's go down here and pray to her. If we fail, we'll take electrical damage equal to our intelligence over 3. Fuck, another volcanic overflow. Let's see where that's happening. Alright, started to spill into the level from here, so we don't have a lot of time. But hopefully enough time to do this. Okay, she's pleased. We got all our spell points back. Let's go up to here. Cast open locks until we can get it open. Fails to unlock anything. Damn it. There we go. Golden safes have a lot of treasure in them. 53 gold pieces, 93 gems, and another heavy chain collar, and a robe with decorative trim. That's a 3-point. Robe with decorative trim is a 3-slot trinket worth 150. I don't really want to drop anything else in favor of taking the trinkets, so I think we're done in terms of picking that stuff up. But at least we got some gold and stuff out of it. We could even try and go and open this one, but I'm not going to bother. Let's go beside the stairs. That lava spreading there. Let's cast Create Mundane Item until we've exhausted our spell points, which is only twice. We conjured a candle, dropped it on the floor, and a spear trap kit, dropped it on the floor. Good enough. Let's get out of here. Yes. Down to level 7. Orc Tribe event. Orcs are a social people, though not so as social with adventurers. A large group seems to have taken up residence on this level. How sociable are you feeling? Just means there are a lot of orcs on this level. That's all it means. Like, it put extra orcs on the level. In addition to whatever monsters might have been here to begin with, there are now also a lot of orcs. You can even see that if you want the details again of the event, what happened. When this event occurred, 6 to 12 orcs were spawned at random locations on this map. We're going to have to jump across that pit for now. I have a plan to not make us jump across it again in the future, though. Alright, we got across it. Uh-oh, a Bugane, or Bugani, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Every time it hits us, there's a 30% chance it destroys one of our objects randomly chosen. I mean, we hit it a lot easier than it hits us, but still. One more hit, we got it. Alright, good. These are just barred walls. You can't walk through them. You can see through them. Certain monsters like snakes and oozes and that can go right through them. Uncooked fish. If we see a cooking fire, let's remember that. This is a gnomish boar. You see it has a current condition of 100%. We can hop on it by passing our turn there or stepping in it and saying yes, we want to enter it. Now it moves with us and we can drill right through walls. Every time we do, you'll see the gnomish boars. Let's just press space. Its condition has dropped a bit. When its condition runs out, we can't use it anymore, but at least we have a way around that pit now. We'll come back for it if we need it for anything else. Another white, darn it. That's a special white. This is a winter white. All of its damage is cold base, which means it has a chance of freezing us when it hits. It is 100% resistant to cold, 100% resistance to poison and disease, and 20% resistant to physical damage. So my frost breath spell won't hurt it. If we're going to fight it, I think we need to use that Mage Helm Wand. Even with this defense, its attack is sufficient to get through. So let's try the Mage Helm Wand. Fail. Yeah, it's running away from us for a minute. Alright, that's it. We don't have any more chances to use that. Let's kill the orc at least. Not afraid of it. We could let this guy... If we can find out how to unlock this cage, this knight will come out. He's a friend. He might go attack that white and kill it for us, so we don't have to deal with it. I don't want to risk losing my strength. Sure, let's use the fountain. It's refreshing, but nothing happens. Booby trap, kobold arrow trap. The trap misfires. Stupid kobolds. That's a low-level trap that sometimes just doesn't work because it was built by kobolds. Alright, let's get away from this thing for now. Come back over here later if we need to. Cloth armor wrappings, improvised shield. Booby trap, erasure trap. Shit. Your scare spell fades from your spellbook. So we just lost one of our spells. Remember the scare spell was one we could cast directly on a monster and make it run away for 60 turns. Unfortunately, we just lost it. But that's fine. It opened up another slot in our spellbook, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Might be a secret door here. The way you have a chance of detecting secrets if you're standing next to them. So I'm just going to stand here for a few seconds and pass my turn for a bit. I'm guessing there's nothing there. A triangular room. I don't know, man. That seems like a really weird way to build. Like, it feels like there should be something there. I'm going to pass my turn a few more times. Again, my secret detection skill is untrained, so I only have a 10% chance each turn of detecting it if it is next to me. It doesn't appear like there's anything there, so I guess maybe there's not. I don't feel like going through all this frickin' poison. Oh, that was illusionary. I don't know if you noticed the pop up the screen or the thing scrolling above my head. Occasionally, things are illusionary. That was just an illusion of gold on the floor. When I got there, it's like a mirage. It wasn't really there. This one's real. We haven't found the temple yet, have we? Oh, yeah, we have. Down there. Let's see what's over here. Oh, here's the lever probably to open that cage. Yep, so we let the knight out. The knight will try to kill the closest monster to it. Hopefully it'll succeed in taking out the winter white, because I don't feel like dealing with the winter white. I'm not going that way. Nope, the winter white killed the knight. Oh well. With knights, they're a unique thing in the sense that most monsters, if you have summoned monsters and they fight each other, they fight an enemy monster, it's an actual normal combat. I made knights really early in the process of making caverns. Actually, caverns is Escasian 1. And there was no monster-to-monster combat back then, so it was literally just a 50% chance. A knight has a 50% chance of killing the monster it's facing, or a 50% chance of being killed by it in one turn. I've left it as that for now. Because it's unique, it's kind of interesting. I may eventually change it to give them stats and make them fight. It would be more realistic and probably makes more sense. Let's see if we can't get, well, if we can't get around this guy. Not really sure how. Let's just ride this for a minute. If you drive the gnomish boar into a pit or into like ice or a chasm or something, it'll fall through and break. I don't know if we can break metal. Yeah, I can break iron walls. I wasn't sure. If we go this way, we can avoid the poison and still get over here. Here comes that spider folk. We'll deal with it in a minute. Let's go do this first. Okay. Let's go kill the spider folk. Don't have to dismount to do that, but felt like doing it. That's a werebat. Has a chance of causing lycanthropy or fragilitis, which would be a disease that halves our strength. Lycanthropy would possibly turn us into a werebat ourselves, which would end us the game in loss. Or it could also start morphing your body in ways that eventually it makes you more powerful or less powerful. It's hard to tell. Fuck. Alright, because it's person/animal, animals now hold us in an annoyance, so for the rest of the game, all animals have +5 to hit us. That's it. Didn't cause any disease, thank God. Small health potion. Let's, do we have a tiny? No. I don't think there's anything here I want to drop. In favor of taking that, so I guess I won't. Might be a mistake, I'm not sure. We're likely to get stuck in this damn web fighting this thing. Let's try and get away from it. However unlikely that may be. Alright, we're facing it. Alright, so we can't use our Frostbeth to hurt it. We don't have the Mage Helm wand anymore. It's like totally devoid of all charges. There might be a prayer we could use. Whoops. Oh, we could use Fire with Fire if we wanted to. Once per map, you may left-click this perk to breathe fire, causing 15 to 45 fire damage to the monster in your square. There's a 10% chance it will start a fire in your square, with a 10% chance it's raging. There you see the apostrophe put in there. It's raging. It cannot be used in any temple, stairs, or any kind of water square. Let's use this. Let's breathe fire at the Winter White. Here, we did 25 points of damage to it, killing it. We leveled up. Gained a new class perk, Flame Retardant. Anytime you are set on fire, you will burn 33% fewer turns. Thankfully, we haven't been set on fire yet. Hopefully, we won't for a good long while. Try putting our combat a little higher. Another +15 to hit, so we now have +30 to hit base. You know what, we don't have to go this way. Let's go get the darned gnomish boar. Start by going up here, getting this. Guess we didn't have to do this, but let's go over here. Oh, we already drank from it. Didn't realize we had. Alright, let's go down to here. Let's go up to here. Yes. Whoops, I pressed the wrong. I clicked yes in the actual OBS Studio window. Okay. You can see when it, in Gnomish Boar, it just takes the straightest line possible, as long as it won't take you into dangerous territory or territory that'll break your board. It'll just drill right through walls. So if you don't want it, if you want to take a less direct route, you have to manually control it. You know, we could do the detect treasure thing, but I really want to get some sort of a carrying item, so I'm going to bring this gnomish boar right to the edge of the fuming. You ever wonder how fumaroles are formed? When the heat and pressure beneath the ground grow too great, the floor erupts in an unstable burst of steam. And the pressure beneath the ground around here, it's building everywhere. Active fumaroles will continue to appear as long as you remain on this level. As long as you're remain on this level. There's going to be another version change, guys. Let me note that for myself. A typo that somehow I've overlooked the thousands of times that I've seen that come up. I also can't find a pen. There's a pen. There's a pen. Alright, fuming. Fuming _ your remain. I'll fix that before the next playthrough. For now, it's not a big deal. Okay, let's go up to here. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Let's cast. Create mundane item. Another candle. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. A lantern, we don't want that. We're trying to conjure like a backpack or some sort of sack. Some sort of thing we can use to help carry items. You see why it's such a low-cost spell, is because you just have no clue what you're going to get. And we didn't get anything useful to us right now. Let's go right over here. I don't think the no much will come with us, but I've never tried it, so let's just find out. Nope, it's gone. As I would have expected. We could open the lock of this with some open lock spells. Maybe let's do it. Where are we? This might be a maze level. Let's do it in case we don't get back here in time. Anytime soon. This is not a golden safe. It won't have as much in it as a golden safe did, but it is a safe, so it should still have a lot in it. If we can get it to work. Alright. There's a trap on it. Booby trap, withering trap. Withering trap drains 8 intelligence. That sucks. We did find gems worth 92 gold pieces, but it was not worth it. There is a rogue skill called disarming that gives you a chance to just, as soon as a trap goes off, you just disarm it, and it doesn't have any effect. At the expert level, it's a 75% chance. So the poison dart trap hit us. We took 12 points of damage, but we didn't get poisoned at least. Found some gold, some more gems. That was a large chest, by the way, which has extra gold and extra gems in it. Uncooked venison. If we had a cooking fire, we could work with that. Dashing spell filter. Killed them before we get our stuff. Persons now hate us. They have plus 20 to hit us for the rest of the game. No, I don't want to open that. What dungeon level are we on here? 8. There's a lindworm. Let's get it for the extra experience. Let's do this. It's a bit of a cheat, but I might as well reveal it to you because it's something I'm aware of. At present, each square can only really be one thing. There's a cosmetic map that sometimes changes the way certain squares work, but a square can't be a looted body, a looted corpse, and a poison gas cloud at once, which means I think as long as we're standing here, the lindworm can't turn this into poison gas. At some point in time, years ago, I was changing the game to have 3 different levels of things that could occupy a square. You have a floor level, a mid-level, and an air, like a floor level of furniture and an air, say. It was proving complex, so I ended up backtracking and taking it all out, but someday I'll probably add that back in. Plus 13 worm scale again. If we picked up with this one, we'd have plus 26 now, but we're not going to because we need to keep everything we got. Instead, let's drop the one we have and pick up the new one. We did forget to get that. You'll notice we forgot to get the damned fur armor. Oh, there is something we can cook at. Do we have any fish still? No. Let's drop the worm scale. Go back, get the venison. Bring it to here. Char it. Eat it to get plus 1 max health. Again, if we had our cooking skill up and a cooking pot, we could get plus 5 out of each of those. Pretty freaking amazing. But we are no master chef. Leaping Revenant Rat, we killed it. They now have permanently plus 10 to hit us. Not just Revenant Rats, all undead. Person and animal. You can see in the bottom right corner of our query of it, if you look right here, where I'm pointing down here, that frowny face shows you that they hate us. Reminds you they have plus 20 to hit you. I mean, it's not plus 20 on top of what you see the odds. The odds are accurate, but... Undead Uprising. More than one necromancer has devoted himself to Zascasian, and as the dead stir all around you, you can be sure one of them is meddled now. Every non-undead corpse in this map has just risen as a zombie. Alright. Well, let's go back and kill that guy then. It was already undead, that's why that one didn't come back. Shoot. That noise I'm hearing out there, that tap, 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 I think is a dark dwarf. Similar to a Morlock, the Morlocks can build pit traps everywhere. Dark dwarves build cave-ins. If you head in that region, it's gonna be like all filled with cave-ins now. I don't quite know where it is. As soon as we hit our first cave-in, we should. I don't even want to go over here. Fuck this action. Let's go over here instead. slain. In a new event, accidents do happen, even to monsters, and there are certainly other would-be heroes down here besides you. Whatever the cause, one of the monsters who are facing this level is no longer a going concern. If we look at the... what it was, when this event occurred, a random monster on this map was struck dead. Hopefully it was the Dark Dwarf. You know what? Let's drop our worm scale for a second, pick up the small health potion and drink it. We are fairly hurt. Got 30 back there. These levels are a pain in the ass. They're not very frequent. I know they're a pain in the ass, but they're also interesting. They also add in interesting gameplay mechanics, so I made them infrequent, but they do occur, obviously. Alright, we got up level there. Racial perk improvement, alertness 2. This perk grants you a 66% chance to resist the effects of involuntary sleep. So the perks you see we have here, these are all the perks we're ever going to get. Now it's just going to start improving them as we go through. So next time will be that hiss level 2. Things can get to a maximum of level 3. If you're still leveling up after that, then you start getting bonuses to your primary attributes. So for now, instead of a 33% chance to avoid the effects of involuntary sleep, we instead have a 66% chance every time it would happen. Let's pump it into intelligence. You know what? Screw it. We're a master at combat. Plus 45 to hit. It's a Shrine to Pantos. 100% chance of success. It would make all the monsters flee, except for automatons and monsters who are registered as fearless. He's the god who created humans. He's the god of insanity. Shows you my opinion in real life of humans. The Dark Dwarf is still alive out there, damn it. And we have no way to go onward except for pass through his territory. We could just cast Descend. I might even end up doing that. We're probably not going to come back this way. Let's grab up till we're filled with gold. There we go. As soon as we hit one cave in, I'm freaking descending. Maybe if we're lucky we can avoid it. Damn it. Let's take a look at this map. So there's no way onward through this. It's either through here somewhere, or there's a secret passage at the end of one of these corridors or something. Let's, for the moment, head up here. Maybe we'll find the temple up here. That'd be great. Or a ladder or something. There's the stairs if you want to head down without using our spell. You know what? Our experience is only 99 right now. It's a good time to pass through this. The worst case scenario, in my opinion, of the magic arts usually is the experience drain. I assure you it's completely random. It picks one of those 8 things randomly. But it always seems to happen to me at the worst times. But now that our experience is low enough, if we lose all our experience back to 0, it's not the end of the world. Now's a good time to try it. No effect at all. We can pull this lever. No idea what it's going to do. Let's just pull it. Probably a stupid move. It might have had a really powerful monster imprisoned somewhere we just let out, but whatever. Worth a shot. Even these, oh, no, what it did? It opened to this. This was a portcullis that was down. We pulled that lever, raised the portcullis, so we can get through here now. Booby trap, paralysis trap. You resist being paralyzed because of our, one of our perks. What is it? The self-possessed perk. Helped us to avoid that. Another lever we could pull. I'm not going to pull it right now. The curative potion, we don't need it. There are variants of the maze maps as well that have like rooms in them and that kind of thing, or that double back on themselves. There's all kinds of different variants of it. I think we're in the absolute worst case scenario, which is just a straight up maze in the purest sense of that word. Definitely the hardest to find your way around in. There we go. Now, thankfully, because of the left click to get somewhere thing, as long as we don't have a cave in, we can just like click that. There. Get all the way back to that gold. Too far to go, damn it. See, we're out of time. Let's grab it anyway. We're here. We're not going to get back there in time. I'm going to suggest we just cast a bunch of create mundane items until we have only 10 spell points left. So that's one of these is all we can do. No, 2 of them, right? What do we find? I didn't see. A lasso. We don't need that. Flask of burning oil. Don't need that. And we're using the last 10 just to cast Descend. Fimori says, please, he rescued 1 character. She rewarded you with 9 faith. There must have been a merchant alive somewhere on here, or a maiden or something. Damsel, whatever. Looks like we're back into a cavernous area. Darn it. I like the other types better. This is a Lamia champion named Megara. 50% chance she drains our intelligence by 1 to 8 every time she hits us. Holy Christ. 22% resistant to spells. She has 42 health. She's fast. That means like she's at least as fast as us. Let's try and throw her off her scent entirely by casting Confusion at her. 50% chance to get permanently confused or stop chasing us then. She resisted it, damn it. Hit her for 10, she hit us for 4. Didn't drain our intelligence, thank God. Yeah, fast means literally faster than us. We could not get away from her if we tried. Alright, there you go. Confusion. The monster's movement is now permanently randomized. Okay. So if we don't want to face her, we don't have to. Oh, she happened to coincidentally move on to us. She's so close to death now. Let's just finish her off. There we go. Found 84 gems on her. Diabolics now have +5 to hit. A Ratling. That's a deep pit. I'm going to try to wide a deep pit. I don't want to try and cross it. There's a couple of Ratlings here. Their special ability, 10% chance of causing tsunami fever when they hit. That would be really suck, but I think we have a curative or restorative potion, don't we? Maybe not. I think we still have one. Alright, we didn't get tsunami fevered up. Let's open this book cabinet. Meyer spellbook. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't help us. Tome entitled Wither Roads, Volume 1. And the Greenest Blood, Volume 1. That'll help. Let's take a look at these. Spellbook Meyer, I'm not going to do this. It lets us turn a section of ground into, like mud, which can make monsters, like, kind of get stuck and have difficulty crossing it, or us, for that matter, if we try to cross it. It also turns some of that mud sometimes into quicksand, which can literally kill monsters, or yourself if you try to cross it. This would be traveling level 1. We've already got basic traveling. We already got advanced traveling. The Greenest Blood we can learn, though. You may left-click the tome to learn poison resistance skill to the basic level, provided your dexterity is at least 30. Ours is. So let's drop the worm scale for a second. Pick up the Greenest Blood and read it. There you go. We have basic poison resistance now. Which means a 25% chance anytime something poisons us that we don't get poisoned, and an increased chance to shed the poison once we have it. This guy can give us White Rot, 5% chance when he hits. I don't mind getting my alchemy skill a little higher. Oh shit, that's right. Forgot about that. Another lesser demon down. Fimorius loves it when we kill Diabolics. That's why we got so much faith there. Leveled up. Alright, we got 2 skill points as well. That hiss 2. Now querying this perk in the perk list will reveal how many living worms remain on this map. So not just telling us if there are any, it'll tell us exactly how many there are. Let's just check it. There are currently 0 worms alive on this map. So there's our answer. Let's put our intelligence to 90. I'm going to take alchemy. Whoops, not this. Well, we could. We do have 2 points. We could gain something from this. If we wanted magic item use, now would be the time. Would let us use that horn. Death cheating is something we're going to need to take sooner or later. I'm going to take magic item use. Then we can at least use the horn if we need it. Gold. Spellbook Summon Minor Fiend, just like the Summon Vermin spellbook we found earlier. This would let us summon a low-powered Diabolic, a random Diabolic creature between level 1 and level 10, like a monster that would appear on dungeon level 1 to dungeon level 10 on average. Again, given we're on dungeon level 9, even if we summoned a dungeon level 10 Diabolic, it might have difficulty dealing with the monsters we're facing. We don't know. So at this stage in the game, I think the low-power summonings are probably not worth it. If you find those early, they can be they can make your first several levels a lot easier, as you have monsters going out and doing your dirty work for you. None of that we want. The paper hat's an improvised helmet. Oh shit, cave in. And the lamp oil would let us refuel a lantern if we had one. Baratizunian Shrine is an evil axe. We don't want to do it. What does it do though? If we were successful, it would remove all pit traps and booby traps from the map. If it was failed, it would destroy a random inventory item, but it would also make Fimorius mad. Let's play by the tenets of our god. Let's be good. Her faith is going to help us out. If we can get up to like 300 faith, she has like, or maybe it's 400. At 400 faith, we can cast Transcend, which would give us a straight up skill point. That'd be pretty useful. That's right, there's that there. Bookcase is worth it. I'm casting open locks if I can. Oh, we'll find another good set of books in there. Nothing. Cross this bridge over to here. Small health potion, we don't need it right now. There's a little stream here we might have to forge our way across. Let's do so right here. Again, if we cross here and it shunts us down, we can still step out. If it shunts us up, we can still step out. If it doesn't, we can still step out. If we crossed here and it shunted us down, we can still step out. If it didn't, we can still step out. But if it shunted us to here, we would not be able to get across the river. So this is a better spot. If you're learning, trying to learn some tips, this is a logically better spot to cross than 1 square north. I think, anyway. Footman's Lance, man, that's a pretty good thing. What does our spear do? Our spear is 1 to 12 damage plus 19 to hit. The Footman's Lance is still one-handed, but it does plus 20 to hit, 1 to 10 damage. Not as good. That's interesting. Fascinating. Strength required 70. Strength required 60. Interesting. So it's not as... I thought it was better than the spear. It's not. I'll stick with the spear. It's a little bit easier to hit with, but it does a little less damage. Nothing else over here. Gonna have to forge our way back across. So now the opposite holds true, right? If we tried to cross at the same point, we got shunted south, we'd be stuck by this thing. But here, if it shunted us north, it wouldn't matter. So let's cross right here. There, it went north. It doesn't matter. That might be the level, aside from, jumping across that pit, which I don't know that I want to do. We even found the temple? It's a snake pit. If you fall in that, you can get poisoned in different degrees. I don't see a way onward. Interesting. So there is a staircase. Well, here it is. We know. I mean, there might not be anything down here. I was going to say, if we didn't see the stairs, like we might have to swim down the river to find the stairs, although we could cast Descend. But the stairs are right here. I might advocate, I think there's a grave here we could try and dig up. But again, we'd be doing it with our bare hands. If we had a shovel, it would be a lot easier. We don't have a shovel. Let's go over here, cast a bunch of Create Mundane Items, or a bunch of, 2 Create Mundane Items in hopes of finding something, maybe even a shovel. Lamp oil. Candelabra, don't need any of it. Down we go. Dungeon level we're on. We're character level 17 on dungeon level 10. I've been recording for 43 minutes. Let's keep going a bit. That is a Lucrata. Not super tough, but it is fast, which means faster than us. 25% magic resistance, 50% fire resistance, 50% acid resistance. It's an aberration. Not all Lucratas would have 50% fire and 50% acid. Don't forget, aberrations now get random resistances. The magic resistance is probably always true. The other 2 are probably not. Only has a 28% chance to hit us, but when it hits us, there's a 30% chance it causes weakness for 30 turns. Probably take it if we're fast. Oh, it's running away from us. We're not going to be able to catch it as faster than this. Oh, shit. A warg. Straight up animal goblinoid. Right now it has a 100% chance to hit us. Let's take off our armor, so we're not damaging our armor when we fight it. Since it can't get any better chance to hit us. Definitely starting to meet some monsters that are giving us some pause here. A bishop's ring. Magic item. It's unfortunately mid-power. Again, we would need advanced magic item use to use it, and we don't have advanced magic item use. If we were wearing it, every faith game we made would be plus 67% in value. We never did find an amulet or a ring. We're probably not going to find one that's going to be low enough power for us to use, but you never know. Maybe we could get lucky. A hoe. That's an improvised polearm. Could pick it up and fight with it if we had to. Bandage, we can use that right now, can't we? No, we're a little too damaged to use it at the moment. Shit. Booby trap, a sand trap. Sand trap halves your remaining health, causing 23 points of damage, and turning our square into sand, which incidentally, all combat damage is reduced by 1 as long as we're standing in the square. Let's get this gold. You know what, we might need to... I can't risk stepping in a pit trap or something in this weakened state. Let's drink this. Let's pick up the bandage. It's not the best alternative. We can actually use it right now, can't we now? Yeah, now we can use it. Let's use the bandage. 14 health out of that. Pick up the lamp oil, I guess. Thing ran away again. Alright, Coat of Arms. This is another thing where the history skill, which is a mage skill we never bothered taking, it's probably late in the game to take it now. Not necessarily. This can give us chances to avoid negative effects on a lot of squares, but additionally, it also dictates your chance of success when using a Coat of Arms. We have no training in history, so we only have a 25% chance of identifying this Coat of Arms, but successful identification, in this case, will give us 1,500 experience, so it's still worth trying. Might even be worth actually just hold off. And if we can level up once on this level, we'll take history skill to try and improve our odds of success there. I got plus 10 to hit now. There's a lot of Lucratas here. A lot of them. If they halved our strength right now, we'd of course be left unable to wield our weapon and stuff, so we'd be fighting barehanded. And since they're faster than us, we wouldn't be able to run away either. The giant slug has 50% physical resistance. It also does acid damage, which can destroy our items sometimes when it hits. You can tell what type of damage it does next to the damage 2 to 8 in its query. That little green thing means it's doing acidic damage. Every time it damages us, there's a % chance equal to the damage it does, I think, that one of your items is destroyed. That's a standard fragile web, but it's also filled with spiders, which means we could get poisoned if we went through it. Mildly poisoned. Let's not do it. Open this crate, find a candle, don't need it. Uncooked rabbit. Let's bring that straight to the cooking fire right now. You can see how cooking skill could really come in handy. We would have gained a lot more stats by now if we'd have been training that up. But it's not the route we went. Not going to drink that right now, or eat that. Well... I have a curative potion. Yeah, the cooking fire just went out. They only last for so long. They have a secret hidden amount of turns. Magic boosting mushrooms. These have no effect because your spell points are already at maximum. Alright. Our mining skill is still untrained, so we're not going to try and mine this shit out. A prayer of defilement. We're not going to use it. Evil prayer, Belozanian prayer. We'd have a 69% chance of success. If we used it in a square with a dead monster and no live monsters, the corpse would instead turn into a corpse bomb, and then the next time a monster entered it, the monster would take 15 to 45 fire damage, and all monsters and characters in one square would also take that, and it would also spread stench cloud all around, which could make them nauseous and unable to fight or cast spells. Very fucking useful, but evil. I'm going to try and play this as a good character. Tiny health potion, keep that. Better than nothing. Let's go here and cast Open Lux. Damn it. You don't have to go beside it, by the way. It's everything in the one square. We can go on the square if we wanted to. Probably would have made more sense, actually. Would have saved us one turn walking past it. A blank vellum sheathed spellbook. So instead of paper, we could have this spellbook. If we made this our spellbook type, all of our enchantment spells would cost 15% less, and charm would cost 15% more. So that would cost a little less. That would cost more. That would cost more. That's about it. Not a net gain I want to do right now. This can be useful if you're specializing in certain types of spells. It can be very useful then, obviously. Oh, we leveled up. Good. Alright. Gain a skill point as well. Racial. So self-possessed, we now have 66% chance to resist paralysis instead of 33. Alright. Let's put it into dexterity. Basically getting plus 10 to hit now against monsters. And the points, you know what, we're going to put them into Thaumaturgy. That'll give us 25% more spell points. As you can see, we now have 162 possible spell points. Blade Trap did 27 damage. Damn it. That hurt. Small health potion. Let's drink the tiny health potion. And pick up the small one. It's better than the tiny. How's our experience? You know, we only have 12 experience. Here's a good time to go through this again. Oh, spell recharging. Got our spell points back to full. There might have been a mistake there. I'm going to look at that in a second. It might have said it would recharge you, but you're at full. That would be because it actually did recharge the spell points first and then put up the text. I'm going to check that out. Recharge arch bracket full, question mark. The game is big enough and complex enough that I do find errors. No matter how many times I play, I always find little tiny things. Most of the time it's typos, but occasionally it's something like that, which is still basically just typo. It didn't change the effect in the game, but it did change what it outputted, I think. I'll have to watch the playback to see if I'm even right about that. I clicked move on so fast. Not entirely sure I saw what I thought I saw. Alright, that's that level. Nothing else really here except for... No, we've already done that. Did we try that and we failed? Interesting. That could be a big mistake. Are these things not working? Did we? Oh no, we said no, we didn't try it yet. What am I saying? We didn't take history. I meant to, and I forgot to. All right. Now, if we look at it on the map, yeah, it's grayed out. Okay, wasn't an error. I just forgot we hadn't used it. Gemmed wall. Alright, man, let's, again, I really want something to carry more stuff, so let's keep trying to create mundane item. It might be a waste, like, we could be casting freaking... We could be casting Detect Treasure all this time and leveling up faster, but I really want something to carry something. Once we find that, or maybe a tinderbox would be nice too. Would allow us to create our own cooking fires next time we find meat. Like that. Let's keep that. Let's drop the cheapest of these. Let's drop the Jade Gaming piece. Take the tinderbox. With 5 uses remaining. Small sack. That'll do for now. For a second, let's drop to the heavy chain collar. Pick up the small sack, which gives us 3 extra inventory slots. As you can see. Now we can pick up the heavy silver chain collar. There are better than small sacks. Obviously, there's sack, and there's large sack, and there's backpack. That could be summoned by that. Let's cast this twice, though, instead. Pink coral carving. We can carry that now. Worth 460 gold pieces. Nice. There is one more treasure somewhere. Alright, that's it. Let's head out of here. Seems like our goddess loves us now. We just got 20 experience. That's the maximum you ever get for descending. Let's just check it out. Yeah, 100%. Her attitude is towards us. We're sainted. Just out of curiosity, how are we doing with the rest of the gods here? Pretty damn good. You can see all the bonuses different monster types have against us too. If we pull this down far enough, there's all kinds of crazy shit. Besides just the gods. You can find out some interesting stuff. The toughest enemy we've killed so far is a giant slug. We've killed 107 enemies with combat, 3 by other means like spells, that kind of thing, etc., etc. We've fallen in 6 pits. We've detected 1 pit trap. That'd be the straw cover when we stepped on, I guess. Blah blah blah. That's a fucking Medusa. Let's stay away from it. We don't have death cheating. It could turn us to stone. Literally could turn us to stone with a simple look. Let's drink the small health potion. And pick up the health potion. Whoops. Oh, I wasn't trying to do that, but okay. I ruined it. Let's open this large chest. 15 gold. That's an improvised throwing weapon. There's a potential damsel. A werebore crossbowman. Shit. We're lucky not to get out of this with lycanthropy. Smuggler man, yes. Let's sell him our brocade gown, and our heavy chain collar, and our bloodstone necklace, and our pink coral carving. That helped. Let's try not to get him killed. They can only buy a maximum of 6 items off you, by the way, as a rule. I need to get rid of this guy. Let's use our fire with fire. Whoops. Did 35 damage to him. He's dead. That's, bramble. We'd have to hack our way through there. It would damage our weapon or our hands if we have no weapon. There's a poltergeist, damn it. A furniture hurling poltergeist, which means it has distance strike, 33%. It's invisible, so we don't know where it is. And although it's easy to kill, if we can get a shot off at it, if it hits us, it'll scatter one of our inventory items, which means it doesn't destroy the inventory item, it takes it and throws it somewhere randomly on the map. Let's just kill it, hopefully. Alright. Plus 20 to hit against us from all undead. I think after this level we're going to call it, guys. We're heading up towards an hour. Uncooked pheasant. Let's go cook that. Well, we know there's a cooking fire. Didn't we see one before? Right up here. Let's see if we can find a way up there. I hear a wraith. A fig. We'll look at that in a second. Low power scroll. Saved her for 330 experience. 10 faith. Brew a potion. Didn't work. These guys can drain our experience, unfortunately. They also have... He has 71% physical resistance. Yikes. Can he take cold damage? He can. Let's hit him with some frost breath spells. 5. 4. Good. I was trying to get through this forested area here. Let's cook this. We now have charred pheasant. If we eat it, we'll get back to 33 to 133 spell points. Very wide range. Let's use our horn of ferret to make this, do we need to get up here? No, we don't have to get up there, do we? Where's the temple? Do we know? We don't know yet. This is all poison over here, though. We probably need to go that way, ultimately. Let's try going left for now. Do not want to face that Medusa if I can avoid it. So when it comes down to the stairs, if we wanted to use those, we'd have an option of going through the pendulum blade or hacking our way through the bramble. Looks like. Unless we can find a gnomish boar or something. Some other way to get through the walls. 50% resistant to toxins. Oh, I was going to use my poison strike spell. That's not going to work. Let's use our low power scroll. See what happens. Oh, it's grease. Make the floor greasy. Okay, she's greasy. So every turn she moves, she has a 75% chance of sliding in her direction. I don't know if you can see that all these areas are all grease as well. So when we walk in it, we're going to get greasy as well. But unfortunately, I got to go through it. It's a 6% chance after every single round that we instantly just drop dead and we lose the game. Now would be a good time to use the Horn of Ferret. Make her run away. Monsters of anything but automaton intelligence will flee from you for 60 turns, okay? We don't need to cook, do we? No. Alright, we're no longer greasy. That is a Dark Elf. A Dark Elven Priest. Every time it hits us, a 30% chance it destroys one of our spells randomly. I have a much better chance of hitting it than it is of hitting me, though. It's trying to run away from me. Killed it. On Hive Behavior, Volume 2. So if we learn Entomology to the basic level, we can learn it to the advanced level now. If we'd saved that one we found earlier, we could get all the way to the expert level if we'd have done that. But we'll save it for now. Let's see what the Scroll Merchant is selling. Hail, stranger, I'm certain we've not met. It's a documented fact that scrolls are the best use for paper. Don't defy science. Buy a scroll. So wall of ice would let us build a wall of ice. Vampirism would allow us for a while to regain health every time we hurt an enemy. An equal proportion to the amount of damage we're doing in combat. Grease, you've seen what that does. Detect traps scroll. 50% chance that every single booby trap on the map gets revealed to you and its location is known. It won't reveal pit traps, though. It's just booby traps. And a blur scroll would give us plus 15 defense. We do have the blur spell, by the way. We're not going to buy anything off of mine right now, I don't think. Just go here. Oh, nice. Class perk improvement. Weep no more, too. This perk grants a 30% chance to find dragon tears anytime you kill a worm. Let's put our dexterity higher. Let's do alchemy advanced. Figure out what a few more of these potions do that we find. Staff of undead control. That's kind of neat. Takes up 2 inventory slots. Every time we use it, there's a 25% chance we can make it work. If we do, there's a 50% chance the undead we're trying to fight gets charmed and goes on our team and starts fighting enemies. We probably won't use it, though, because Fomorius actually hates it when we use charmed monsters to kill things. Falling Caltrops. Web wand. Shit. Mining skill will also help you avoid the effects of cave-ins, by the way, if you're ever frustrated by them. Acid jet, alright, we'll learn that. We gotta drop something first. Drop this. So instead of just having frost breath, we would now also have acid jet. Costs 35 spell points, does 3 to 9 acid damage to the monster we're fighting, and lowers its defense by 10. Now we don't want that. We're not gonna let this guy out. Well, maybe we will. Not that tough. If we find a lever, it may operate that. Oh, poison. I don't want to go back over there where the freaking Medusa is. And I don't want to go through this. I might be done here. We could try and get back to that smuggler. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to go into grease, damn it. Let's try and do this. There we go. Shit, it's still greasy. Let's get away from it. Let's just cast Descend, man. Let's cast a bunch of, I guess create magic item right, or mundane item right now. Let's hope it doesn't get the merchant, because we want to get some faith for that. Make sure we save 10 so we can cast Descend. Just go south a bit. Oh, no further than this, though. That's it. Descend. Alright, we rescued 2 characters there. That is a Cyclops. I mean, you can see they're starting to get tougher. Not too tough for us. We have a way better chance of hitting it than it has of hitting us, but it has a lot of health, doesn't it? A training dummy, we could get our skeleton. These are a couple of stone golems. They can't be hurt with weapons. We can hit it, but we do 0 damage if we hit it. So we'd have to. It has 100% physical resistance. Also has 27% magic resistance, 100% toxin resistance, but it is quite susceptible to acid. If we used all our acid jet spells, then we might be able to kill it. They are of automaton intelligence, so we can avoid them relatively easily. Come back for that target dummy layer. There's a lot of them on this level. Damn it, a bunch of fucking stone golems. There's a lot of meat over here. We'll go cast, when we have a time, we'll go cast, we'll use our tinderbox to light a fire and cook that meat. That beware thing means there's a trap of some sort within 2 squares of that. Somewhere within 2 squares of that sign there's a trap. Acidic vapor. Just get out of that. Let's cast Blur. Oh, I thought we had it. I guess we don't have it. Could have sworn we had that. Guess not. Should have learned it when we found that book. How bad are we? We're getting pretty low. Cyclops is dead. What's this fig do? Gain 10 to 20 faith, a lot of spell points. Let's do a few detect treasures here. Let's get some gold scattered across this map so we have a reason to go exploring. That's all we can do with that. Let's eat the fig. Alright. It's a slow-moving minecart still. An empty bucket. We could fill that with water, and then if we ever got set on fire, or if we wanted to douse fire, it would work like extinguish, kind of. Ooh, it was close. Try not to get hit by that minecart. Oh, they all went in the lava. They're not that smart. I said they're automatons. Let's bring this all over. Oh, we don't need. Let's just drop that now. Save that torch, I guess, for the next level. Oh, we have time now. Let's go here. I don't really want to ruin my fucking spear, though. Do we have another weapon? Let's go get the hoe. Let's drop this. Oh, let's go get the hoe. See if we can practice with this. At least a little bit. Alright, so it'll drop the condition of the hoe by 20% every time we use it. We'll only get 2 swings out of it, but we can do it a bit. And the target doesn't get destroyed. Got a lot of experience out of that. Re-equip our spear. Let's go pray to a Loomis, I think. 58% chance we're successful, which will give us all kinds of gold and gems. If we fail, though, it springs a booby trap. How are we doing for health? No, it's probably unwise right now. That's right. Let's go up here and use our tinderbox. Let's drop the empty bucket first. Use a tinderbox. Get the uncooked mutton. Go to here. Cook it. Eat it. Go to here. Cook it. Eat it. Let's go to here and extinguish this. Damn it. If our bucket had water in it, we could have tried using that. Mage potion. Booby trap. Thief's demise. Your lack of treasure turns out to be a blessing. Thief's demise traps do damage equal to 1/4 of your current treasure carried. If we'd have been rich there, we could have died easily. This is a rotting animal carcass. It spreads stench clouds all around, which can make us nauseous. You've seen that in action before. But let's, there doesn't appear to be any monsters left, so getting nauseous is not the end of the world. How are we doing for... Let's try and get this gold out of this thing. If we had mining, man, we could mine all that gold out. 31 gold pieces. Anything else over here? No. I'm not going to search the body, because again, it'll just risk getting her mad. We will go here, though. Oh, mystery meat. Let's bring it there and cook it. Eat it. Got 1 dexterity out of that. Let's pick up the bucket. I think that's almost it. How do we get through to here? No longer nauseous. That's fine. It's possible this is a secret door, right? Or it's possible that there's a... Oh, it is. That was a concealed door, not a secret door. How do I know that? Because it didn't come out as a secret door. It was a concealed heavy door. Fascinating. I think we just died. There was a booby trap on that, an astral trap. You're not intelligent enough to avoid the astral blast, which does 35 points of damage. So not intelligent enough. Again, it picked a number from 1 to 300. If that number was equal to or less than my intelligence, we would have dodged the effects entirely. Of course, if you had disarming skill, we could have dodged the effects entirely. If we'd have had magic resistance, we could have lowered that damage. We didn't have anything we really needed to avoid it, though. We got unlucky. And we had low health. If not avoided, astral traps do magic damage equal to 1/3 of your current spell points. If our spell points had been lower, we would have been fine. I think we just lost, guys. Unless there's some miracle effect that I'm forgetting. Nope, that's it. Well, we gave it a good shot. Let's check out our high score list here. That's the only one I have here. Lanaran Belisar the Fierce, a level 19 male Fomorian Elven Dragon Slayer, mind blasted by an astral trap, with a score of 20,624. If you're watching this, I've included a link, or I will include a link in the first video where you can download the game. Download it, give it a try. Tell me if you can beat my score. Tell me how you did. Bye.